Have you ever contemplated this fact that your overenthusiasm may dampen, may jeopardize your chances of promotion? Is that so? Here, here is a situation which I can tell you about overenthusiasm. So, how do you react when you are into a situation where it requires a lot of decision making, it requires proactiveness, and it requires you to start something which might fail? Are you a person who actually loves this kind of situation at workplace and looks forward to have such kind of situation over and over again all your life? So here is what I need to say. I have been the same kind of person in my career. I'm Sangeeta. I'm a USP creator coach, and the very reason why I'm a coach is to help you understand that over enthusiasm, in our culture, in Indian society, they do not encourage to be over enthusiastic. Have you ever heard about people uh, kind of stopping you from laughing hard because something may go wrong in the evening, the entire day? Have you heard of that? So this is that kind of situation. Our culture somehow, they do not like to like anybody to go to the extreme of happiness in whatever they are doing. So it brings a lot of memories to my mind because such kind of incidences have been many there in my life. And the good news is, even though those situations were there, coming from my near and dear ones, the outsider, anybody and everybody actually have stopped me from enjoying the thing that I enjoy usually. Doing the impossible, thinking about the impossible thing, no boundaries. What will happen if we go this way, that way? If there is human, then one needs to explore these possibilities. That have been my attitude. And for a leader to be optimist is usual, normal. That is what they see. Well, what happens when you are over enthusiastic and in that you make mistakes? So that is where I would like you to be very careful about three things: balancing between realism and enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is always, no matter what, even if you think that your over enthusiasm has caused you failure for few of the times when you have tried, even then you don't have to stop. But what you should be very careful about is um, avoid complacency in your enthusiasm. If somebody is stopping you, or uh, because you think big about something, you start working, you start taking action. um, when you start taking action, you becoming over enthusiastic will not show, because people will see you to be working, taking action, rather than being enthusiastic. And whenever you show enthusiasm, that is when people stop you and start thinking that you are only boasting or something. The second is, be prepared for any eventuality, for the next step, even if you don't know, and people will ask you, you have started doing this, are you prepared? When you are starting something very new, starts very small. That is the wisdom I would like to give to you, because if small things fail, mm, then nobody minds, because the loss is not more. But I cannot decide what is very small. Something, in order to be successful, meaningful, it has to have certain dimension, like 1 acre of land. If you are going to do in less than 1 acre, how can you prove? Even if it is successful, you cannot prove that your crop was successful or not. you know so this is the kind of, and in that acre of land that you have done might have taken some kind of investment which you need to do. So this is coming from an experiment. Enhancing decision making. Many people, they are not happy, they cannot be happy because they cannot take any decision in the first place. So if you are a person who can take quick decision and stand by it, you are a very, 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 very rare breed. Trust me. Not many people can do that. Because when you take quick action, there is a chance of failure because you might have not taken adequate precautions in doing so. This might also mm, can can disturb people. Some people, if they're particularly if they are the bosses, because they are the people who will shoulder the responsibility of your failure. So if you are in that stage, mm, then I would request you to um, make a decision, trust and consult with them. It cannot be a silo thing if you are not very sure. Risks need to be mitigated. What I will choose, I would suggest you to do is, it might so happen that your boss is not very pro in decision making. So how then you uh, ask him to take a decision? What you can do is take his plan, take your plan, take another person's plan, make it plan A, B, C, and start taking action. That way, it will mitigate the risk from for the responsibility of that risk falling on your head entirely. Um, that will save you in some way. And the third thing is building through transparency. You don't be very secretive about what you are doing. Your boss, if he is a micro manager, many managers are, and I would take a normal boss who is very, very, very suspicious about what you are doing, and especially if you are innovative and very enthusiastic, that will happen. So what you can then do is uh, uh, tell him what you are up to, and he will list out then why this is not possible, why that is not possible, why this is not the right time to do this. And so be careful about that. I would only can say that. And the credibility of any success um, has to be shared if you are under such circumstances. Many of us actually do not share the success with the boss, especially when you have some kind of tussle between the with the boss. So the boss will try to take the credibility and he will not share. So that is when that happens, I'd share a little advice that no matter how much you share with the boss or anybody else, your credibility will remain with you because you have tried the entire thing, and it will multiply um, with each of your work, because the initiative was with you. Even if you say the other person has helped you grow, it is the work that matters and who has done that work. So it will come back to you, even if you share the credibility with 100 people. You know, that will also establish you as a person who helps people make successful. So that reputation is very essential. You are a person people say that you are a lucky person. Working with you brings luck. So why not take that? Because it comes cheap. It doesn't have a price, but it is priceless. So these are the three things you can actually apply when you are an over enthusiastic person. Thank you very much, Surajit sir and Harish, if you are watching. And if you have a question, I'd love to answer because I know you people are very, 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 very intelligent and very experienced. And I'd love your questions if you have any. Thank you for being here, anyways. So, this is what all I have today. And please wait for my episode for tomorrow. Thank you.